Well, thank you everyone for your interest in Proplanner. Today we are going to be discussing the Proplanner ANDON application, which is an extension to our shop floor viewer. And we'll basically walk through what the solution is, how it provides a value to the existing shop floor applications, and how our customers intend to use it in the plant situation. So I will first go through a little presentation of what the solution is, and then I will jump into showing you some of the software and how this actual interaction works in the application. So before I begin about the ANDON application, I just wanted to kind of highlight what Proplanner is doing in the shop floor domain. In the plant, what are the shop floor level applications that we have? As you're aware, we have through other webinars, and if you have gone to our website, you'll see that we have unit configured work instructions, which are basically visual work instructions configured to the unit that the operator is working on. We have the ability to collect data from the unit. We can track the status of a unit as it progresses down the line. We have defect and repair flows for the operator to file issues as they see on the line. Integration with talk tools, and in our PFEP domain, we have e-kitting and e-Kanban, which is basically shop floor level, which is basically unit-based kitting and Kanban data. So this visual kind of shows you that what I'm going to be working on today is the ANDON capability, which is basically our Factboard solution. It's, as I said, it's an enhancement to, or an addition to the shop floor work instruction system. But just wanted to lay out all the different features or all the different modules that we offer on the shop floor site. And just to kind of summarize how the shop floor data is generated today, as you know, Proplanner typically sits between the bill of materials, the product design system, and the shop floor execution systems. That's our database that's generating what we call bill of process, or process configured to the product being put on the line. There are some key elements that go into it while defining the process in Proplanner. And from those key elements, we are able to create what we call configured process, which is process catered to a unit, operator, station combination on the line. And that process knowledge gives us the ability to do work instructions, collect data on those units, allow the operator to file issues from the line, display talk tool by the unit, and e-kitting and e-Kanban. So these two elements, the bill of material manipulation and bill of process, they are completed in our assembly planner system. We now have an MES, or a shop floor extension, shop floor piece that does all of this, and I'm going to be focused on the Factboard and the ANDON piece today. So what is ANDON? I think most of you are familiar with the term. It actually means a light or a lamp, and it's an alert system, right? Its purpose is to notify folks on the line that there is a problem, potentially a line down situation, where if this is not addressed, that particular line may have to stop because the unit cannot move beyond that station any longer. And how do they do it? Ideally, or typically in the past, you have a light tower that's at every station. There's a cord or a switch that the operator can go pull on or turn that on. And based on that, the lights come on, and that creates a visual for everyone on the line to see that there's a problem at that station. Some of these systems also have a sound, so that you know exactly where the source of the issue is. So it's a manual system. It requires the operator to interact using a switch or a combination like that, and create the alert. So this is a traditional ANDON system. What are the components of an ANDON? You first create the alerts, you turn on the switch up, you pull your cord and turn the light on. You want to then convey the issue to the person who's come to your attention. You want some action taken to close the issue so that we can keep working on your unit. And then obviously the management wants to document the issue so that they know what happened, why it happened, and how it can be prevented in the future. So we took these 4 components that are happening today, albeit all manually, was turning on the switch, someone walking up to you and having discussions, noting things down on a clipboard or on a tablet, and then taking action and then going back in and putting in your notes to document the issue. We wanted to take these components and automate it, and that's essentially the way we designed our system. So we'll walk into that next. So, the best place we thought of putting this was our shop floor viewer. Today, as I said, we are showing unit-based work instructions to the operator. The operator typically will sign into a tablet, a desktop, a phone, what have you, and then select a unit. And for that unit, we are showing them instructions that they need to perform for the unit that's in front of them. As they're going through the instructions and they see a problem, they're missing a part, they're missing a tool, the part doesn't fit properly, or whatever be the issue. We want them to file the issue right there and then from the activity which they were about to perform and could not perform any longer because of this issue that came up, right? So that's why it's all digital, right? It's all on the shop floor viewer. You're clicking through the process as you land on the instruction that you're supposed to work on, and you're filing the issue. So the client that implemented it, some of their comments I have down here in the presentation, but you can see, it was all manual. Someone had to catch the attention, and now it's all automated. And we start sending emails, we start lighting up boards or computers throughout the plant, and everyone will be made aware of the issue because we'll make sure it's highlighted and it's available to everyone to see, or the necessary line leads to see. So there's a improved communication with this new system that we're implementing. So the 3 pieces of applications, or 3 applications that you need from Proplanner to do this. One is obviously the assembly planner, which is your process authoring system, since we are having the work instructions generate this. Now that's not a must. We can have it so that you can just do the ANDON alone, but I think the value comes when you start using it with your work instructions. So you need your assembly planner system to generate the work instruction. You need a shop floor viewer to view the work instructions, and you need the Factboard to create the alerts, right? So 3 different elements on the shop floor, 3 different pieces of solutions that you need on the shop floor for the ANDON system to work. Okay, so what is a typical rollout, right? So a typical rollout is at every station you have these monitors, and these can be your work instruction monitor, also your Factboard monitors or your ANDON monitors. As the operator is interacting with the instructions and sees a problem, they file an issue. They create what we call a hot issue. The hot issue will turn this color red and put a band around the operator that's reported this issue. In this case, you can see there's a sub operator and 2 main operators on this line, on the station, I mean. So whichever operator filed the issue, there'll be a red band around the operator, and the station band will turn red as well. So this is how we create the alert and project it on the screen so that everyone can see. Now, this is the station view, right? This is what is happening at each station. So as you're walking down, or as you're trying to address this issue, you have to just find the station where the band is red, and that's exactly where the issue has been reported. One more thing I want to say here before I go to the next slide is this is a customizable view, right? So what this customer ended up doing is, okay, these are just the station views. So we are showing just operators for that station. And in the area where the supervisors and the line leads are usually located, they put up a much bigger monitor. And in that monitor, they put all the stations. Since these are customizable views, you can create views for just 3 operators, or you can create you can use the same view and create it for 30 operators. But the point is that as you create this view, you can list the stations that you're interested in. It could be all the stations on the line. It can be just a few stations that you're, as a line lead, are responsible for. And you can have that fixed at your station, or at your desk. And then that's the alert. That's the alert mechanism for you, because if in any of your stations, if it turns red, you know exactly which station it is. You walk up to that station. You'll obviously see a red band at that station, and you can go address the issue. So the view that you see here is completely customizable. We can, it's a station-based view for the line, for the station on the line, and it's a entire line view for the line leads, wherever they may be located. So how does the process work? Well, I see a problem. I'm the operator on the line. I cannot perform my work anymore. I see a problem. I go to the shop floor viewer and I file a hot issue. As soon as I file a hot issue, the station, as I said, the station band turns red, and there's a red band around me as the operator, so everyone knows that I have filed the issue. But the key here is that while you're filing the issue, you're not just pulling a cord and saying I have a problem on the line. You are actually, going down and categorizing your problem so that it lets everyone else know what the specific details of the problem is, right? You're giving it a lot more value in terms of reporting the issue than just listing the problem. So, it helps with the operators categorize downtimes, or the line leads categorize downtimes in the future when, as they go through all the data that's being collected on the shop floor. Anyone on the shop floor who has access to the Factboard can click on that issue. So you saw the little exclamation mark here. You can click on that issue, and you can look at the details of that particular issue. So you can see someone here filed a quality issue for that part number, and it captures when it was filed, who filed it, and the time that it was filed. And then all of this data can be, all this data is stored in our shop floor viewer database, and then anyone in the future can analyze this, right? So you can dump all this out, plug it into your reporting systems, and you can see, what kind of downtimes we were having, what types of issues we were having, what was the severity of the issues, was it part related, station, tool related, how long was the unit down, and you can further analyze to see if these are consistent issues or if this is something that can be avoided in the future. So the data is key. Storing capturing the data, analyzing the data is key, and the system then now allows you to do so. Okay, so that's the basic presentation about the Factboard. I'm now going to go into the actual application and show you how this works. So as I said, the starting point is the shop floor viewer, right? So here I am. So for those who are familiar with the shop floor viewer, I'll just do a quick walkthrough. So here I am in the application. Just a little bit, let that load up here. All right. So I'm at a specific line. I've signed into a station. I'm a specific operator at that station. At this point, I'm going to select the unit that I want to work on. Okay, I'm going to work on unit 14 because that's what I see in front of me. I'll sign into it, and as soon as I sign on to it, I see my activities for that unit. Right, these are the 2 activities that I'm supposed to perform on that unit. Everything looks good. I'm going to click on that activity, and I'm going to sign on. Right. So here's my activity. I have some instructions that I need to follow. Here's an image. Here's a visual. I'm doing my work, and as I'm working, I see a problem, right? In the meantime, what is my line lead seeing? So for that, as I said, we have the Factboard solution, and there's an ANDON component to the Factboard solution. So I'm going to sign into the ANDON view, and here I'll show you as a line lead what I am going to see. So I'm the line lead here. I select my line, and I'm responsible for all 4 stations. So I select all 4 stations. All right. So here's my view for all 4 stations. Looks like everything is good. there are no issues out there. Everything is going as per schedule. Now the operator on the line who's working here says, okay, I have a problem, right? I don't find this part, I don't find this tool. So right here in the activity, the operator has this button called the hot issue. They click on it, and now it allows them to file a hot issue, right? So what is the issue related to? Let's say it's a quality issue. What category of issue is it? It's a quality issue, or let's just say it's a part issue, material issue. I want an email to be sent out, and I want my Factboard to also be lit up, because I want this to be notified to not only the line leads, but the group of line leads who are responsible for the area. So this system allows you to send an email as well as light up the Factboard. What kind of issue type is it? It's a quality issue, so that's what I want it as to go out. I think it's a critical issue because it's going to stop my line. And I'm going to say part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is not, does not fit. All right, so that's my issue, and I'm going to save it. So as an operator, I did that. Now, at this point, depending on the setup at the company, we could do it so that the operator does not have these options of resuming or closing the hot issue. The operator just has to wait till someone else closes the hot issue, or the operator can say, okay, fine, I filed it, I can keep working, right? So they can resume and keep working. Or if someone tells them, hey, it's not a big deal, this is what you need to do, and close it, they can close it and continue working, right? So they can do either of these. But at the same time, what happens is you can see the Factboard now turned red, right? And the station that I filed this on is blinking. I'm not able to get to my target or complete my work. And you can see if I click on that as the supervisor or the line lead, if I'm sitting in my station or my cubicle and I see this problem, I can see that it's a material issue. It's on unit Factboard 14. It's a critical quality problem. This part number does not fit. It was filed at 3:30 at this particular time, and obviously it's at this issue, at this station. At this point, I have a few things that I could do. I could say that, oh, I know this problem. It's not a critical issue. I don't want this to be filed as a critical issue. This is something that can be handled by a simple part replacement or something, and I can take it down from a critical to a warning, right? I can say this should not be filed as critical. It does not need to reflect as a critical issue. Or I could do the other way, I could take it back from a warning to a critical if it was to file as a warning, but I feel that it's a critical issue. Okay, so I can do that, and I can also close the issue if I feel that this is, I can just say close a hot issue, and I can say close. So it goes back to the green, it goes back to green, and on the line, I can just come and if I refresh my screen, it would go back to this, or I can just hit resume and keep working. So this is the basic interaction between the operator and the line lead in terms of how a ANDON or a hot issue is filed, and what the actions that the line lead need to take to close it out and allow the operator to keep working. Not only can I file a hot issue from within the unit, because I'm looking at an activity and I feel the problem is right here. Well, there's advantage of doing that because now I know exactly which activity caused it, so I can come and address it down to that level. But the hot issues, if you notice, you can file even at the line or the station level. So there's a problem at the station. There's a kit cart at the station that has not arrived or something like that. I can file a hot issue right here, and here the serial number is optional. You don't have to file a serial number, but it's the same deal. You can go through here and you can select. You can select the categories, and you can just file the issue and have it display on that same station operator combination. So, you can do the hot issue filing from within a unit at an activity to get to a more granular level of where the issue is happening, or you can file it at the station and just start the hot issue communication at the station level. You don't have to necessarily get down to the unit level. So this is the enhancement of the ANDON solution in Proplanner. I'm open for questions if there are any questions at this point. If not, I think that's pretty much the presentation.